In our last video, we talked about how to send your body the ultimate signal to rebuild lost muscle and regain your strength. Thousands of you committed to doing just 15 minutes of resistance training, and that is absolutely fantastic. But almost immediately, I started hearing a very familiar story from many of my patients, and perhaps from some of you. It goes like this. Doc, I'm trying to eat more protein to build my muscle back. I'm eating the steaks, the deli meats, the protein bars. But honestly, my stomach is constantly bloated, my knees and fingers ache more in the morning, and I just feel heavy and sluggish. If that sounds like your experience, I need you to listen very closely. You are not doing anything wrong, but you are missing one crucial piece of the puzzle. When you are over 50, protein is not just protein. Many of the most popular, highly marketed protein sources today are highly inflammatory. They might give you the raw building blocks for muscle, but inside your body, they act like pouring gasoline on a fire. They aggravate your joints, they disrupt your digestion, and they can actually prevent your muscles from absorbing the nutrients they need. Today, we are going to fix that. I'm going to reveal the top 5 anti-inflammatory proteins that will not only feed your muscles, but will actively cool down the inflammation in your joints, protect your heart, and clear your brain fog. I will break down exactly what each of these foods does inside your body, and the best part, you can find all of them at your local grocery store. To understand why this matters so much right now, you need to understand a biological process called inflammaging. As we get older, our immune system tends to get a little confused. It stays slightly activated all the time. It's a low-grade, chronic inflammation that hums in the background, quietly damaging tissues and stiffening your joints. Think of your body like a construction site. To rebuild a strong house, your muscles you need to hire workers, which is the resistance training we talked about. And you need to deliver bricks, which is the protein you eat. But what happens if you deliver those bricks using a reckless smoking dump truck that crashes through your front yard, knocks down your fence, and sets the lawn on fire? You are causing more damage than you are fixing. That is exactly what inflammatory proteins do. Things like grain-fed, factory-farmed beef, processed sausages, and cheap protein powders are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids and chemical preservatives. They deliver the protein, but they trigger a massive immune response. Even worse, inflamed muscle tissue actually becomes resistant to growth. If your body is on fire with inflammation, your muscles will literally ignore the protein you are feeding them. You need your bricks delivered quietly, efficiently, by careful workers. You need anti-inflammatory proteins. Think about how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Do you have the morning hobble? Does it take your knees and lower back a good 15 minutes to warm up before you can walk normally? Do your fingers feel stiff when you try to make your morning coffee? Or perhaps you frequently feel a heavy, uncomfortable bloat after dinner that ruins your sleep? We often just blame the calendar. We say, well, I'm getting old. But very often that stiffness and brain fog is a direct biological reaction to the inflammatory foods you ate the day before. Choosing the right protein isn't just about preserving your muscle mass so you can carry your groceries. It is about your daily quality of life. It's about waking up feeling light, flexible, and ready to move without reaching for a bottle of ibuprofen first. So, what should we be putting on our plates? Let's break down the top 5 anti-inflammatory proteins that your aging body will absolutely love. Number 1, Wild-caught salmon. This is the gold standard of healthy aging. Why it fights inflammation. Salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. Omega-3s are nature's ultimate fire extinguisher. They actively seek out inflammatory markers in your blood and turn them off. It also contains astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that gives the fish its pink color and protects your cells from stress. Primary functions in the body. First, it is a complete protein that perfectly supports muscle synthesis. But more importantly, the omega-3s in salmon literally lubricate your joints from the inside out, reducing morning stiffness. It also significantly lowers triglycerides, protecting your heart, and provides the exact fats your brain needs to fend off cognitive decline and memory loss. The golden rule. It must be wild caught, like Alaskan salmon. Farm-raised salmon is often fed grains and soy, which makes it high in inflammatory omega-6s, completely defeating the purpose. Number 2. Pasture-raised eggs. For decades, we were told to avoid eggs because of cholesterol. That science has been thoroughly debunked. Eggs are a superfood. Why it fights inflammation? When chickens are allowed to roam outside and eat their natural diet of bugs and grass, their eggs become rich in anti-inflammatory omega-3s and powerful antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. Primary functions in the body. Eggs have the highest biological value of almost any food on Earth. That means your body absorbs and uses nearly 100% of the protein to repair muscle tissue with zero waste. The yolk, which you should never throw away, is packed with choline. Choline is critical for your nervous system. It helps your brain send clear signals to your muscles, improving your balance and coordination to prevent falls. The golden rule. Look for the words pasture-raised on the carton. Cage-free just means they are crammed into a barn instead of a cage. You want eggs from chickens that saw the sun. Number 3. Authentic Greek yogurt or kefir. Listen closely to this biological fact. 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. If your digestive tract is inflamed, your entire body is inflamed. Why it fights inflammation. Fermented dairy, like real Greek yogurt and kefir, deliver billions of probiotics, live healthy bacteria. These bacteria set up camp in your gut, heal the intestinal lining, and send calming signals to your immune system to quiet down systemic inflammation. Primary functions in the body. Greek yogurt provides a massive dose of highly digestible casein and whey protein. These are slow-digesting proteins that feed your muscles a steady stream of amino acids for hours, preventing muscle breakdown. Simultaneously, the probiotics optimize your digestion, ending the chronic bloating and gas that many older adults suffer from. The golden rule. It must be unsweetened and plain. Flavored yogurts are packed with refined sugar, and sugar is the #1 driver of inflammation. Buy it plain and add a handful of blueberries yourself. Number 4. Lentils and black beans. Most people only think of animal products when they think of protein. But beans and legumes are the dietary foundation of the blue zones, the regions of the world where people consistently live healthy, active lives past 100 years old. Why it fights inflammation. Beans combine plant-based protein with a massive amount of soluble fiber. When you eat this fiber, it travels to your colon where your good gut bacteria feast on it. In return, those bacteria produce something called short-chain fatty acids, like butyrate. These fatty acids enter your bloodstream and act as powerful, systemic anti-inflammatory agents throughout your whole body. Primary functions in the body. Aside from providing a clean, slow-release protein to maintain muscle, the fiber in lentils and beans acts like a sponge for bad cholesterol, protecting your cardiovascular system. They also stabilize your blood sugar beautifully, preventing the insulin spikes that lead to belly fat and diabetes. The golden rule: if beans give you gas, don't give up on them. Your gut just needs time to adapt. Start with just 2 tablespoons a day, or buy dried beans and soak them overnight before cooking to make them perfectly digestible. Number 5. Bone broth and collagen peptides. As we age, it is not just our muscles that deteriorate. We also lose the connective tissue that holds our skeleton together. Why it fights inflammation. Traditional cuts of meat are high in an amino acid called methionine, which can promote inflammation if not balanced. Bone broth and collagen are incredibly rich in 2 different amino acids, glycine and proline. Glycine is severely lacking in the modern diet, and it is a potent, natural anti-inflammatory compound that calms the nervous system. Primary functions in the body. Collagen does not build big biceps. Instead, it builds the hinges that let you use those biceps. Your body uses glycine and proline specifically to rebuild the cartilage in your knees and hips, to repair tendons, and to restore elasticity to your skin. It is the ultimate structural repair protein. The golden rule. Real bone broth should turn into a thick gel when you put it in the refrigerator. That gelatin is the pure medicine your joints are craving. You can drink a warm mug of it or use it as a base for your soups. Now, take a deep breath. Please do not try to overhaul your entire diet by tomorrow morning. That is overwhelming. It causes stress, and it never lasts. In health, consistency beats intensity every single time. Here is your only assignment for this week. I want you to practice the add, don't subtract method. Pick just one of these 5 anti-inflammatory proteins and simply add it to your routine. Swap your morning cereal for 2 pasture-raised eggs. Or trade a heavy steak dinner for a piece of wild-caught salmon. Or have a mug of bone broth before bed. I want you to commit out loud. Go down to the comments section right now and tell me your plan. Type, "I am adding salmon," or "I am adding Greek yogurt." Writing it down makes it real, and it helps our community hold each other accountable. If this explanation helped you see your food differently, not just as calories, but as biological information that controls how you age, please hit the like button so YouTube shares this with more folks who need to hear it. And make sure you hit subscribe. Now, you have the right exercises to send the signal, and you have the right proteins to fuel the repair. But there is a catch. What if your digestive system has become so sluggish over the years that you aren't actually absorbing the nutrients you eat? If you struggle with indigestion, all this beautiful food might be passing right through you. Click on the video right here on the screen. 3 simple ways to fix your gut and absorb every nutrient over 50. Watch that next. And let's get your digestive engine running like a well-oiled machine. Eat well, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next video.